Alright, so new video layout today again. I'm sorry about that, and I'm also sorry for the fact that you can see like bits of a mess here. I promise there's a very good reason you can see all of this. This is my Steam Deck. I bought this a couple of years ago. This was a pre-order, I believe. And when I bought this thing, I cheaped out and I bought the 64GB model. And I figured, well, you know, if I'm gonna be buying like an SD card later on anyway, why don't I just get the cheaper model and just have all the shader cache content stored on the SD card? Smaller games too while I'm at it. I finally hit a roadblock with that. Nearly 2 years later, that decision has finally come back to kick me in the ass. Look at that. Wow. That's all shaders there. Do you see that? Look at this. Look. It says 3 GB of games on the internal storage. None of these are games. There's Proton, there's the Linux runtime, and then there's the redistributables, which I don't know what the redistributables are. I think it's shit like the .NET framework. I don't know. You guys need to see what is actually Final Fantasy XIV Online. I've been playing this on my PS5, and I want to be able to play it downstairs. Now one option I have is to get a PlayStation Portal and, you know, just have all my save data on one console. Problem with that, the PlayStation Portal is a piece of shit. And on top of that, I have like a weird issue with Final Fantasy XIV on my PS5 where like sometimes it just doesn't load the launcher and I have to restart the game more often than not and just to get into the launcher. Sometimes I even have to turn off and on the Wi-Fi on my console. A couple of times I've had to restart the whole damn thing. It's fiddly, but like I can get it to work eventually, typically. But there is one thing that I'm using to play Final Fantasy XIV on here, or that I want to. 14 Launcher. I hate 14 Launcher. All my homies hate 14 Launcher. I don't know why I have such technical problems with exclusively Final Fantasy XIV, but I do. And of course, that even extends to third-party stuff like 14 Launcher, which has a native Linux version that you get on the Discovery Store. And that's how you're supposed to like play Final Fantasy XIV on here if you don't already have it through Steam. Now the problem is, it really doesn't like it when you install it to the SD card. I've tried. I've changed the paths. I either get a no space error because it's trying to install to the measly like 34 megabytes of memory left on the internal drive. It can't find the folder that it's supposed to be downloading the patches to, or it just flat out crashes while trying to install patches. So I've given up. I've decided I'm finally just going to take the plunge and I'm just going to upgrade the SSD in this thing. Because I got the 64 gig eMMC storage and I've got a 2 terabyte drive on the way. Alright, so I guess our first step is just going to be to get the recovery image. Steam Deck recovery image. People do actually try to delete the .local folder. I feel like that's one of those things that's just like plainly obvious not to do. Yes, I agree not to use this for terrorism. Here we go. GPT. Oh no, I don't want any AI on my Steam. Alright, well, next step. Alright, we're back at it. I just got the SSD, like literally just a couple minutes ago. We are gonna need a couple tools for this. We're gonna need a screwdriver kit, which I've got right here. We're gonna need some other stuff, and naturally we're gonna need my Steam Deck. Now, Valve recommends that you put this in battery storage mode. I've already gone ahead and done that. This box has gotten more stuff in it since the Spider-Man controller video. Now I have tweezers. Alright, and now it wants us to get a pick and just kind of pry. I might have to switch to the metal one. I might have to go at a different spot. Oh, don't use metal tools to open this. I did, but don't. Ooh, wow, I went like right next to the exhaust there. Ooh. I think I just accidentally clipped. Ooh. Ooh, I get the feeling I destroyed something. Doesn't look like it though. Alright, so there is the inside of our Steam Deck. I've never seen this before for myself. What am I looking at here? I'm seeing the foil that I'm apparently supposed to remove. How am I supposed to do that? Ooh, I don't want to tear this. Like, if I accidentally tear this, it's not the end of the world. And I didn't tear it, so doesn't matter. Remove the shield. Okay, well, it doesn't... Okay, those don't look that bad. Just put this... And there is our SSD. First, though, I've got to unplug the battery. Alright, I feel like I'm... Ah. No, we're fine. We're good. And it just kind of pops out at an angle like that. Before I do that, we gotta unbox this, huh? Ooh, okay, I gotta lean back in my chair. My back is hurting from... Ah, fuck it, I'm getting my box cut up. Where is it? There it is. I always forget how small SSDs are. Even when I was getting the SSD for my PS5, I completely forgot that thing was so tiny. Alright, there's our 64 gigabytes of eMMC memory. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that now. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna see if I can find... Don't do that. I'm gonna see if I can find... Ooh. An enclosure. There we go. Now that's in. So now we just kind of pop it in at its shallow angle. You can literally just slide off that protective shielding. This is all very interesting, and I don't normally like transparent electronics, but like I actually think I might get a transparent backplate for this. 2 terabytes should be enough, right? I always considered 2 terabytes to be the bare minimum for storing games. Although nowadays it's looking like 4 terabytes is going to be the bare minimum. We could just turn it on. But there's something else we need. This is a USB-C hub that I bought on Amazon a while ago. Both just to make using my Steam Deck easier, and also when I feel like using Samsung decks on my phone. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to unplug my phone. It should be fine. Hopefully my phone doesn't die while I'm doing this. So do that. Whoa! You're not supposed to be on yet. Alright, so I'm supposed to hold down and... Ah, there we go. Alright, there we go. Yep. EFI USB device. Ooh. Welcome to SteamOS. Alright, I guess now we're just sitting and waiting again. Oh. We have a cursor. So that means it's going about as expected so far. Ah, there we go. Welcome to KDE Plasma. Re-image Steam Deck. That is indeed what I want. The partition table has been altered. What do you think happens if I just unplug the power adapter right now? Whoa! Did you see that? It was flashing the red one. The red logo, not the blue one. I can probably actually go ahead and unplug the flash drive. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, welcome to Steam Deck. Hang on, we gotta go into settings now. I don't know how well you can see that. 1.8 terabytes free of 1.8 terabytes. All right. I know that it should probably be 2 terabytes, but the reason why it's only showing 1.8 is because that's all that's like I think some storage is lost while formatting. I'm not sure. Got to get our SD card back. Oh wow, it just instantly recognized the games that I had downloaded. That's awesome. Great. Now I have a 3 terabyte Steam Deck, if you include the SD card. That was a fun video. I'll probably be streaming more frequently now. If you ever want to see me stream, I stream on this very YouTube channel. I got nothing else to add. Hasta la bye bye.